Okay, Paul, so I'm just taking a look at your training from this week, or from last week rather. First thing to note is, like, I know it's difficult, but in the press we are aiming to touch the shoulders every time with the bar. So that's the thing you got to work on. It will take a bit of time for you to develop the flexibility, but like we can see right here at the beginning of the set, right? You can see here you're holding the bar on your wrist, but we're using the press as a drill to learn the jerk. So you want to bring those elbows up and forward a little bit and try and rest this hand actually, like, well, the bar actually on your shoulder, so there shouldn't be any gap between that hand and your shoulder showing there. Otherwise, presses look fairly decent. Nice overhead position. Okay. Looks like there's no cat. This is what I mean about captioning your videos. See how all the videos just come through in a big blob, right? Which just makes it very difficult for me to navigate. Push press for pause and dip. These are improving. You can still see, like, we do still have a forward angle here. You see the bar's going to go off in that direction. Obviously the optimal would be to have that vertical angle there. But it's better than it was. But yeah, you really need to think about like leaning back. It will feel like you're going to fall over backwards, but really just lean back more and that'll clean that up. Yeah, fix that and then those will be fine. Okay. Tool power jet. That's pretty clean, I like that. Good timing on that. Anything I would say here is because you've kept your head neutral, like directly above your shoulder, like that, that means that the barbell is like much further forward than it would normally be, like out here, right? So when you do a jerk, obviously you're going to move your head back out the way so you can push the bar back behind you. So you need to do the same thing on this drill. Like, you need to have your face just like push back a bit more. Bring it back. There we go. So yeah, you need to push your face back, and that'll allow you to push the bar back and start in that more efficient position that you want to actually hit during your jerk. Alright, still struggling to navigate this blob of exercises. That's an excellent position. Well done. I like this bend in the knee here. Nice vertical shin at the front. Upright torso. That's great. Well done, Paul. Like that a lot. I think this is the push press. Oh, that's the power jack. Okay. Let's take a look. Yeah, you know what? That's actually pretty nice. When you get to this position, you do need to bring your head back through. So like, you just want to push your head forward a little bit. When you do so, you're only trying to keep it neutral there, right? Like, you can see here, your head's like behind the bar. So all you need to do is just push it forward a tiny bit, just so it's neutral. You don't need to, like, so it's like here. You don't want to put it like really far in front like this. Just like bring it back to neutral, so that you can lock the bar in behind your head. But we're definitely getting somewhere on these. You got to dip a little bit more, right? Just like when you push press. Like, when we actually get the chance to lift some heavy weights, you're not going to get a very high drive with that tiny little bend in your knee, right? So you need to bend those knees a bit more so that you can drive a heavy weight much higher. But the rest of it's pretty good. Alright, what else have we got? Let's pause push press again. That's behind the neck jerks. That's a nice position there. So just like on your power jerk, like you're doing this tiny little bend in your knees like that. Like you need to load up a bit more, right? Like your legs are producing all the power, so you need to actually bend your knees so that you have more angle over which you can straighten them and generate some force for when the weight's heavier. Overall, pretty good week training. Well done, Paul.